I was brushing my teeth when I noticed something strange. My reflection wasn't moving right. It was subtle at first, just a slight delay, like a bad video feed. But then I blinked, and my reflection didn't. I froze, toothbrush still in my mouth. My reflection just stood there, staring at me. Then, slowly, it raised its hand, but I hadn't moved. A cold chill crawled down my spine. I turned away from the mirror, my heart pounding. But when I looked back, everything was normal. My reflection followed my movements perfectly. I laughed it off. Just my imagination. That night, as I got ready for bed, I glanced at the mirror again. My reflection was already looking at me. I hadn't even moved yet. I swallowed hard, turning off the light and climbing into bed, refusing to look at it again. I barely slept. In the morning, I stood in front of the mirror, willing myself to move normally, to prove it was all in my head. I lifted my arm. My reflection followed. I nodded. It nodded. Then it smiled. I don't own a mirror anymore. But sometimes I see my reflection in windows, in screens and puddles on the street, and sometimes it still smiles at me.